نعم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Dear viewer of Salam TV, we are always honored to have you watching us every Monday and Thursdays. And on Thursdays we look at Islam and the social system in which we are supposed to be living our lives in the favorite Alhidaayah show. So this is the Alhidaayah show. For those who are just joining us, we want to appreciate you so much for always keeping it Salam TV. To the new folk, we welcome you to today's session. Today is the 14th day of November 2024, meaning that we are drawing towards the close of the year. If you have registered successes, we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues blessing you and making pathways for you out of all the other endeavors. If you haven't yet achieved or have challenges, we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes ease for you in all the different endeavors in which you are. So it's that moment of the year where we always want to reflect on things that we should have done. And as a part of this show, we have been in the past looking at preparations for the marriage institution. What things we should look out for as we enter into the marriage institution, and such that we have happy and stable marriages. So in the past we've looked at so much, looked at how to deal with blood relatives, how to deal with in-laws, how to deal with neighbors. Neighbors will be coming up next, inshallah, soon. But largely it is to provide guidance on how we should have happy and stable marriages. So today, we want to look at something very important that we hinted on slightly in the segment where we looked at a quality time in marriage. How should the couples relate in terms of managing their time well? And we noted that you need those moments where you talk to each other, listen out to each other's issues, and perhaps try to iron out here and there issues that would have been affecting us. So today, we want to look at something that perhaps we as Muslims haven't yet embraced so much, which is to do with recreation and outdoor activities. Have you thought of the fact that as Muslims we need time out of the home to go and explore the world, to go and reflect on Allah's creation, to go and have that time of soul searching, to see that you come back when you're refreshed or refreshened up or reborn, such that you can live have a happy marriage. So today, inshallah, to help us understand and try to make sense of the aspect of recreation, we are joined by a positive parenting coach or expert, as well as the CEO of Mind Your Child organization, whom I'm going to request to say salam to you, and then we start the discussion thereafter. So Hajat, you're most welcome. Please say salam to our dear viewers.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Praise be to Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, and peace and blessings be upon His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Dear viewers of Salam TV, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Naam, Hajat, your name, I've just told them your title, name, and yes, a few things about the person we are having today in the studio.
Yeah, Janatia Hianagolola are my names. A parenting coach, positive parenting ally, CEO Mind Your Child, as well an executive member of our Alhidaayah Foundation, the Women's Department. Yeah, so passionate about parenting and family matters.
Thank you very much. So dear viewer, we are with the CEO of Mind Your Child. Inshallah, as we go along, we'll be reaching the aspect of positive parenting. The people we are dealing with currently are those who are planning for their marriage, and those who are already there, but trying to learn from what they should have done before they go into their marriages. But inshallah, we are going to be having a session where after having the kids, what should be the next business to transact with your children. But today we are looking at the issue of recreation. So Hajat Nagorola Janat, when you talk about recreation, what should the viewer out there understand by the term recreation?
Okay.
Now,
Alhamdulillah, recreation is basically time for relaxation and also time for renewal and rejuvenating the body, the mind and the soul. When it comes to faith, it's a balance between work and the rest that Allah has created. Yeah, as you know, we always have a busy time. We are always busy taken up with the errands of the world. We need that time to rejuvenate and to relax. Allah has created this time for us, and it is emphasized in Surah Jum'ah, that is chapter 62 verse 10, where he told us that, and when prayer has been concluded, disperse within the land and seek from the bounty of Allah. And remember Allah often, that you may succeed. Always remember Allah that you may succeed. So it means even if you go out in whatever you're doing, make sure that you balance up. You remember Allah and as well as relaxing. So this shows us a balance that is encouraged. Even if even if we go out into our activities, relaxing, into the recreation, we should always balance whatever we are doing with remembering Allah.
So
and
what we pick from that is that any recreation activity shouldn't be take you away from the remembrance of Allah, because there are cases where you see people go to the beaches, people go for sports, and there's no complete mention of prayer time, no complete mention of the different zikr that the Prophet taught us, that when you're in this place you should say such and such. So in other words, you're saying to the Muslim, recreation should be another segment or session or episode in your life where you balance the worship and the refreshment of your
it should be a balance, because remember I said it is a balance. We are rejuvenating the mind, the body and the soul. So you are working on the three aspects of life. So there is no way you're going to tell us that it is Islamic and yet you are only concentrating on one side, on the body. You're not minding the soul, because we can even see it in the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whereby he used to go with his companions to the nature, to visit nature, to relax. But as well, when it came for time for devotion, they used to come back and do it in its respective time. What does it mean? It means that we've got to balance up. Balance up the relaxing the body, and also balance up with feeding the soul. Feeding the soul.
So in other words, I've got 3 points here. It is renewing the mind, the body, and the soul. So in other words, for any recreation, you should aim at your mind, the body and then the soul.
Because
so if one of the three is missing in the equation, then that's not Islamic.
It's not Islamic. It's not Islamic recreation.
Oh, mashallah, we get that well. Okay.
So recreation is a form of worship, if I can say, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said your body has a right over you. So he's reminding us the importance of self-care. It means we are supposed to take care of our bodies so that we can be more effective to serve Allah. Because the moment you're worn out, the moment you're distressed, the moment you've lost yourself, there is no way you're going to serve Allah effectively. So it means we've got to care for our bodies, to go out to search the wilderness of Allah, so that we can relax the body, the soul and the mind, to gain more energy in order to serve Allah. So we see recreation as a form of worship.
So the Messenger Muhammad has told us that your body has a right over you. So in other words, you shouldn't make it so passive and dormant that it isn't active.
No, you're going to get worn out, because people get a lot of stress depending on what we do.
So 3 things: the mind, the body and the soul. Mashallah. So it means most of us, most times we pay attention to the soul
and then forget.
But of course, even not to the maximum, because we have weaknesses here and there. You don't. Our salahs are those that
you can't be perfect. That perfect.
But then the issue of the mind and the body is so important.
So important.
Mashallah. Thank you very much for helping us appreciate. So, dear viewer, recreation, as according to our guest, is largely you renewing, rejuvenating your body, mind, and soul. Mark the words: mind, body, and soul. If in whatever you're doing throughout the year, you're only focusing on one aspect, we always pay attention to the soul, though with a lot of limitations, because the soul is something that is very, very volatile. It keeps on dragging us here and there. But now the mind, at least we have control over it, and the body we have control over it. Hajat, briefly, when you talk about rejuvenating the mind, what kind of things are we talking about here?
Rejuvenating the mind.
Is it avoiding mental disorder, mental unwellness? What should we look at as rejuvenating the mind in terms of recreation?
In terms of recreation, okay. As I earlier told you, we go through a lot of things, a lot of daily errands, which are a bit stressful.
Yes.
Now, when you get during this period of running up and down, we get stressed.
Okay.
And whenever everybody gets stressed, it releases a stress hormone that is called cortisol. And whenever you have that hormone in the body, it is responsible for so many things. The sicknesses, some of the sicknesses we get, the wearing out, the burning out. So whenever you go out in nature and you relax, there is a way you're releasing these stress hormones. So it means you're rejuvenating the mind. You're rebooting. For example, like as you can switch off your phone and restart it.
Restart, yes.
Yeah, so you are in a state of relaxing, you are in a state of releasing the stress hormones, you are in a state of relaxing your mind. Yeah, basically that's what it is. And we see it so much when we go out.
When you go out. Okay, so thank you very much. So, dear viewer, we are looking at recreation, which is largely renewing and rejuvenating your mind, body, and soul. So if you shouldn't narrow it down to things that are supposed to deal with the body, because when you talk about recreation, people think about swimming, football, volleyball, and other games, but it should combine three elements. As the messenger Sallallahu has emphasized to us, our body has a right over us. And so the mind, you've told us, is largely engaging in those activities that should help the brain, the mind to reduce, to relax
and release the stress hormones.
What are some of those games that we could go in for that are not so laborious or so hectic for me to do, that should help my mind relax? Because as you can see, the body's form of relaxation is sweating and largely, but now the mind, what kind of things? Because we are told the more you read, the more you engage in a very demanding activities, the more the brain is being worked out. So how do I now relax the brain according to you? Yes.
Okay, like any other part of the body, we do physical exercises for the body. We have different exercises for the waist, for the tummy, for the muscles. So the brain, the physical exercise for the brain is basically those mind relaxation games or brain teasing games. Okay. Because for example, for us, when we are organizing our outings in our Alhidaayah Foundation, we make sure that we balance up the kinds of games we organize for our participants.
So the three, you look at the three components: the mind, the body,
and the soul.
Okay, talk us about the mind relaxation.
Okay, about the mind relaxation, we get activities that we know very well are going to help you relax your mind, and those are the brain teasing activities.
Okay, brain teasers, yes.
Brain teasers. For example, we can get we can decide and say maybe we are now mentioning names of the different prophets.
Oh.
And so the person is going to be prompted to think, to remember the prophets he read about.
Okay.
Maybe we are saying the different ayahs in the Quran. So we make sure that we get those brain teasers that are going to help you relax your mind. For example, this time round, on our list of games, we have a lot of brain teasing activities that I don't think anyone out there could miss out.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Dear viewer, we are looking at Islam, importance of recreation in marriage, especially those that haven't yet entered the marriage institution. Of course, those that are already in the marriage, we hope that if you've not yet done the recreation, we hope by the end of this show you should have got the motivation and appreciation of the fact that you need the recreation so much in the marriage. So Hajat, as we are first moving towards the break, on the screen we are seeing there's an event that you said you're a member of Alhidaayah Foundation Executive Committee, the Women's Department. We see on the screen on the 24th of November 2024 we are having an outing. Talk to us about the venue and what kind of games are we looking forward to in this outing?
Okay, thank you very much. The outing is on the 24th November 2024, and the venue, as you can see, is Great Habibi Wellness Resort, Kasangat. It is a very good place, inclusive, whereby it's there is a way as women we have the privacy because we shall be having our games as ladies, athletics, kwepena, netball, brain teasers, name it. We are going to have a lot of games out there, and for women alone. It's
so
going
it's
to be
a lady-based acting, no men at all.
Yeah, no men at all. This time round, we are organizing an annual ladies outing.
Okay.
And you see that it's even Islamic, and we have a reason as to why we are putting it specifically ladies outing.
Okay.
So that we can have that privacy, that safe space, whereby we come, we talk about our things, our girl things, we share with different ladies, we get some counseling, a lot of activities, networking, nature walk. Yes.
I see. Okay, so largely the event is a ladies thing. Now, when we come back to the aspect we are looking at here, recreation and marriage. Now, you know, in Islam we have so many rulings that pertain to you as ladies. The first ruling is the fact that you are not supposed to leave the home without permission of your husband. Secondly, the kind of environment should be one that is favorable to the ladies. So in your setup of Alhidaayah, do you mind all those?
Yes.
Have the ladies sought permission to the unmarried? What kind of arrangements are you making for them to ensure that we have a very Sharia compliant activity?
Okay. What we do in Alhidaayah, there is no activity that takes place without the consent of the spouse in case of those who are married, because we even communicate to their husbands. Most of them we have their contacts. For those we don't have contacts, we encourage them to seek for permission before coming for our activities, because we even prepare these ladies, by the way. We always have a monthly dose. Every month we have a monthly dose at Masjid Fawz, whereby we have continuous trainings, dose for the ladies. We talk about all these things in our dose, and ladies very well know what it means when it comes to asking for permission from your husband. And for those who are not married, we encourage them to ask for permission from their parents, because we assume they are living with their parents. The members are registered, so everything is authentic.
Okay, thank you very much. So dear viewer, we are looking at importance of recreation in marriage, and the guest we have here is the CEO of Mind Your Child, and as well as an executive member of the Alhidaayah Foundation Women's Department Committee. On the 24th November 2024, they are having an outing, a recreation activity for strictly ladies. They have told us from the kitchen team to the organization to, and your choice of Great Wellness Habib. I understand that place is also owned by a lady. I don't know what magic is in ladies nowadays organizing things. I see Great Wellness Habib is a lady-based institution, and then you also ladies. So did you look at the fact that you're going to a lady kind of environment?
Yeah, we consider so many things when choosing our venues, and the first of all being the environment, the safe environment for ladies. We won't like to take our ladies to a place where there is music. We won't like to take our ladies to a place which is not Islamic compliancy. So we look at a lot of factors when choosing places, because we are going to have a lot of things, games, we are going to run, we are going to have netball, so we need that safe haven for our ladies.
So now, you know, we are currently on TV, meaning we as Salam TV wouldn't be welcome to come and capture your event, because most times we see ladies have got their own style of doing things. Shall we expect media coverage?
Media coverage,
yes,
may not be there, because at first we said it is a safe space for ladies, and playing games, there is a way you're expected to put on. By the way, I would even like to encourage ladies out there, when coming for the outing, come with your outfits for physicals, for the physical activities. Of course, as Muslims, they are outings for physicals, but still they are Islamic.
Outfits.
Yeah, they are Islamic outfits. There is a way we separate them from the other outfits. Though, they are flexible, but Islamic, because remember, it's going to be a group of so many people. Yeah.
Okay, so dear viewer, we are looking at the importance of recreation in marriage, and to those that want to see this, what we are talking about here is theoretical, is information, but if you want to see the practicality of it, our guest here has told us that in an Islamic outing, you should mind them, you should have activities that should rejuvenate and renew your mind, body and soul. So we hope that on the 24th of November 2024, those who want to come and experience the recreation in practice,
the Islamic
recreation in practice, the ladies of Alhidaayah Foundation are inviting you on the 24th of November 2024 at the Great Wellness Habib Kasangati, inshallah, on that day, to have the practicality of the recreation in Islam. So Hajat, as we were preparing to go for the break, we would want you to help us appreciate the fact that normally these outings, we expect services that are beyond the outing. So which kind of extra service apart from the activities are you preparing for us? Is there free transportation? Are there meals?
Okay, the activity has services. We have the meals, we have the transportation at a little fee. Because depending on the type of activities we are having, this, I will call it a little fee, that is 55,000 shillings. You will have the buffet, the meal, you will have the transportation, and also the entrance. So 55,000 has transport, entry and meals, and the activities, I can say, aerobics, athletics, kwepena, netball, nature walk, networking, girl talks, and lots of food. Wow, food. I hope some of us are used to food from hotels and high-end restaurants. I hope you'll cater for us then. It's high class. I can recommend.
Wow, mashallah. So dear viewer, we are with a member from Alhidaayah Foundation, who is also the CEO of the Mind Your Child and a positive parenting coach, and we are emphasizing the fact that as a family, as a Muslim home, as a family out there generally, you shouldn't underestimate the value of recreation in your life. Inshallah, when we return from the break, we are going to see how important is recreation to the different members of the household. to the wife, to the husband, to the kids. Why should the recreation be a very important thing that we should look out to, inshallah? After this short break, we'll be continuing with the discussion.
Eno ye Salam TV.
Uganda fire! Ediba fire! Uganda banange mugweyo penna tuwagira Uganda Cranes ngeyambalagana ne South Africa mumupira ogusala bwo mu mpaka za AFCON qualifiers ngenda kuzo mwezi 15 Novemba kusawa 10 anti bwe tubagunda tuba twesuka buterefu AFCON 2025 oleba teriyo bino tikubiroli ate kubiroli kuna tiketi yo ne momo ku mitwalo 2 n'ekitundu ordinary abasasula cash tickets ordinary eri ku mitwalo 3 ate VIP emitwalo 5 ate olwo platinum emitwalo 15 buli tiketi gyogula ekulinyisa train buterevu okutwala enambole banange enambole tewogenda kufunirwayo tiketi zonna zakugulwa ku momo oluwasi mu mapesa tiketi yo gifune ku service center za MTN zino wammanga Chagwe Road Zebra House Crescent Towers ne Clock Tower ate wa smartphone tiketi yeyo okusima ogiyisa ku sikaani enambole n'oyingira Uganda Cranes fire MTN fire bikutuusiddwako MTN omwogizi wa Uganda Cranes nambeemu nga tuli wamu tewali kitulema.
Let's live it up and party and have cracking good fun. When it comes to entertainment, DSTV's number one.
Is everybody ready to go?
We've got the zaniest characters to transport you away. The party is cracking, so why not come play? You're gonna love it. We've got so many channels and a ton of new shows, like Disney and Nickelodeon, where anything goes. So live it up with DSTV. We bring the fun. You know we're number one.
Salaamu egabudde oli munna bizinesi oba olina ekitongole ekiwa obuweereza obw'enjawulo nga weetaaga kimanyike mu buli maka mu ggwanga lyonna. Salaamu TV ekuleetedde enteekateeka ya Salaamu egabudde. Guno gwe mukisa gw'ofunye by'otunda ne by'okola birangibwe ku TV yaffe Ŋŋanzi wamu n'emikutu gyaffe emigatta abantu gyonna. Weegatte ku bukadde n'obukadde bw'abalabi baffe okwetooloola Uganda yonna era bizinesi yo yeeyongera okumanyika nga bw'onyumirwa emiwendo egisaliddwako osobola okuganyulwa okwannamaddala mu kulanga kwo. Tosubwa omukisa ssemakisa guno ogukuweereddwa. Okumanya ebisingawo tukubireko leero ku 0704-776-09 oba 0783-27-21-34. Salaamu egabudde ku Salaamu TV, olutimbe olw'emirembe.
The Grand Annual Girls Seminar. Eno seminar banguliro ate lusirika lw'abaana abawala mu ggwanga lyonna. Semina y'abaana bawala bokka okuva ku myaka 10 okutuuka ku myaka 25 nga yakuyindira ku Mbogo High School e Kawempe Ttula okuva nga 13 okutuuka nga 22 December omwaka guno 2024. Abaana bagenda kusoma eddiini, enkola y'emirimu omuva ssente, okubuulirirwa empisa z'omu bantu, ssaako okutunuulira okusoomoozebwa omwana omuwala kwayitamu n'engeri gye bayinza okukuvuunuka. Okwetaba mu semina eno omwana waakusasulirwa emitwalo 10 gyokka nga kwe kuli buli kimu. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku 0702190012 oba 0704430478. Semina eno etegekeddwa Jamaiyati Tablighi Daawa As-Salafiya Kawempe Division ng'ewagiddwa Salam Television wamu ne Babu Enterprises Limited.
Eno ye Salam TV.
Naam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewer of Salam TV, we always want to appreciate and thank you so much for keeping it Salam TV. This is the Alhidaayah show that comes to you every Monday and Thursday. On Thursdays we look at the social system of Islam. Our programs comes to you every 3 to 4 o'clock of Mondays and Thursdays. So inshallah, you should make it a point to always tune in. But what is interesting, if you missed out on any live episode, on any show that you would want to mark a recap of, kindly visit the Salam TV YouTube page, type the word Alhidaayah, and then you can put a topic of your choice, either recreation, marriage, all the topics will be coming in. So today we are trying to decipher and digest and appreciate the importance of recreation in marriages. Especially if you're not yet into the marriage institution, you need to have a very sensitive ear to this. And those that are already in, we hope that through the information that we are sharing, we should be able to appreciate the importance of recreation. Before we went for the break, we were saying that in the Islamic definition of recreation is largely renewing, rejuvenating three things: the mind, the body, and the soul. If you have something, you decide to organize an activity, and those three things are not catered for, then you are missing out something. There are cases where people, actually, why most people don't want to go for recreation is because they say, now when will I get time for prayer, time for salah, time for azkar, those things? How do I even put Islamic-based supplications into my recreation? Because people usually say, you're going to go there, people undress, but we hope that with the definition that we've given today, you should mind three things: the mind, the body, and the soul. And then, before we went for the break, our guest here was telling us that on the 24th of November 2024, if you want to experience what we are talking about practically, especially ladies, this program on the 24th of November is for only ladies. No gentleman is expected to come around. The only participation expected to make is sending your wife or sending the person that is under your control with a meager fee of Uganda shillings 55,000 that will cater for entrance, meals, and all the activities that will come with the event on the 24th of November 2024. So Hajat, as we return from the break, on the 24th November 2024, Great Wellness Habib is the venue for the ladies outing that is organized by your organization, Alhidaayah Foundation. I want you to take us to this, what we call gender-specific recreation, which is largely, I've seen your event is a lady thing only. And I've also noticed that in some of the activities that Alhidaayah normally organizes, they normally have events for ladies alone, gents alone, even where they take the same, the mixed gender. The same event, but you find they are separating them. You have ladies have the activities alone and the gentlemen activities alone. I want you to tell us, why is gender-specific recreation important?
Yeah. Gender-specific recreation is so important.
By the way, what is it? Because we could have said gender-specific, but some people may not. Yes, what is gender-specific recreation?
Okay, this is recreation whereby it's organized in such a way that it caters for a specific gender. If it's ladies alone. If it's for gents alone. Yeah, that is what is called gender-specific recreation.
So, in other words, if it's a ladies thing, you won't expect. Are there games that are not included in the ladies' menu of activities, or it's same games, same activities, but tailored for a specific gender?
There are games. There are ladies specific tailored games. Yeah, the games are for ladies.
Okay, I will request our person in the studio to play for us some of the games that the ladies have participated in the past. Such that we appreciate what we call gender-specific recreation. So yes, why is it very important, and why should we have gender-specific recreation, for example?
Yeah, you realize that Islam places a high level of value on modesty. On modesty, as emphasized in Quran, that is Surah An-Nur, chapter 24 verse 31. Modesty is so much emphasized in Islam, and this is what we basically look at. That is what we want to emphasize as well.
So the aspect of maintaining boundaries, the aspect of modesty, the aspect of people having respect for each other, all that can only be attained if you have a gender-specific
recreation, because this is a place where we expect someone to come out and fully enjoy their lives without
feeling the encroachment.
Without encroachment. So this is why modesty is, there is a high value placed on modesty, because ladies are free to enjoy, to run, to jump, to kwepena, as you saw on the screen. Yeah. So even because even the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to go into nature with the Sahaba, and also his wives used to go into nature with the
fellow women.
So you realize that it's not coming from, we are not starting it, but it is rooted right from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So what I also get from that is that if you also have events for married couples, so where now it will be the husband and wife attaining some activity.
Yeah, we have, in case we also have events for the couples, and it is specifically married couples, and you won't expect to find there any single person.
So now that the activity will be done, and it has to be the husband and wife participating in the same.
Participation. And even in those activities where we have different, the two genders coming together, you will find that the activities for ladies in a separate venue, they won't even come together to any one time to play maybe games together. Yeah. So that is what is called gender specific
recreation.
Yeah. Modesty is so much looked at.
Wow. Thank you very much. So, dear viewer, we are looking at the aspect of recreation in Islam, and before we go into the importances, we are emphasizing the fact that in the setup, in the system that these people of Alhidaayah use, they have what is called gender-specific recreation. So it means you shouldn't be worrying on, I'll go there and then I'll find men who'll encroach on my privacy. It is ladies, best strict ladies, and the men, I think, only get involved in the preparatory stage and helping in guidance here and there. Yeah, but largely, when it comes to the actual event, actual activity, it is the ladies who run from.
Even on camera. In case we need it, it will be ladies, and we don't display these photos. You won't find them anywhere. It's for the ladies alone.
MashaAllah. Okay. Then I want you to help us understand. So what on the flyer that we shared earlier on, we indicated games like Kwepena. What specifically tell us the kind of games that usually the ladies should participate in when they go into such a recreation?
We have games like Kwepena. We have games like...
what is the Kwepena, by the way? Yeah, you know, we have viewers from West Nile, viewers from across. What is that?
How should I explain it?
I think it is the ball. You throw a ball and then
targeting someone.
Then somebody has to dodge it.
Yeah,
I think they call it dodgeball.
Maybe. When it gets him, her.
Okay.
It means you've won.
Okay.
She has lost.
So Kwepena is one game. What other game? Netball.
We have at one time, the previous outing, we had aerobics, we had swimming.
Okay.
Though we are not having them this time round. We are not having the swimming, but we are having the boat riding.
Oh, there will be boat ride.
Yeah, there is boat riding.
Wow, how I wish my cameraman could show us some of the photos that, of course, those that were taken in an angle that wasn't as Hajat was describing. But we hope that when you go for that outing, so it will be largely the events, the activities that should happen in such a way that the ladies' modesty is preserved.
Yeah, it is preserved.
Okay.
There is a high value on modesty, and we realize that there is also a high essence of sisterhood.
Sisterhood, yes.
Because remember, people from different angles are coming together in one place to play games, to interact, to eat, to share. So at the end of the day, you realize that we are going to have created that sisterhood, which is so much important.
So much important.
You very well know that your network is your net worth. It's through these sisterhoods and the relationships we are creating that we are going to do a lot of things out of this. You will find some people even developing business ideas out of these relationships. So that love, that Islamic sisterhood and brotherhood is so much strengthened through our outing.
Okay, so I want you to help the viewers understand that when we go for this, especially ladies outing, because we are looking at recreation, what kind of objectives, what kind of things should this lady who is going for the outing look out for as a matter of, as regards their marriage? Yes, specifically, what are the things you want them to gain and achieve by the time they finish the outing?
By the time they finish the outing, remember we are going to have the ladies talk, the women talk, that interaction, the girl talk. So by the time we finish the outing, you realize that these ladies, they are not going to go back the same.
Okay.
They will have offloaded some of their baggage. Because remember, a problem solved, shared, is a problem
half solved.
So we are going to share with different professionals. We are going to have that girl talk. We are going to have the games. They are going to gain that, how can I say, the body is going to regain that physical and even the habit, because I don't think when you have these activities today, there are some activities that we are going to be told that maybe when you are in your home, you can try out such and such activities to keep yourself,
to keep the body and mind
fit. Yeah, to keep the body physically fit. And also some relaxation activities. For example, meditation. Remember, during our activities as Alhidaayah, we don't miss out on any routine activity. For example, the supplications. If it's morning, we shall have the morning supplications. If it's evening, we shall have them. So a person is going to pick some of these habits. For example, if she has not been having them in their daily routine, she's going to pick some of these habits. And maybe they will even carry them back to their families.
Okay, thank you very much. I want you to also help us appreciate the fact that these recreation activities, as we mentioned in the beginning, those that target the mind, the body, and the soul. What are some of the achievements or some of the lessons that people you have got through these outings in the past? What lessons have you had that perhaps, or experiences you have had from ladies that have participated in the outings in the past?
Experiences?
Yes, the ones that real life experiences you've had from ladies who have been part of the outing, or even yourself, perhaps that you think you got out of the outing that in the past you never had. Okay.
Through these outings, remember it's a routine. We always have them each and every year. It is a continuous, a recurring activity. We realize that the ladies who always come for outings have picked the routine, because even those who go back, because you've introduced them to the idea, they will know that even recreation exists in Islam. And even they go back and do it with their own families, maybe with their husbands. Now, like this one is for ladies alone. She's going to pick the idea, and she will even go back and do it with her children and the husband. And also the ladies that have come for our outings have become our mentees. We carry them on in our mentorship programs, because when she comes and interacts with us, this is when she knows that we have a monthly dose. This is when she knows that we have a Ramadan program. This is when she knows that we have children's camps in Alhidaayah. So she will go back because of what she has gained through the outing. She will say, I also want my children to go through the training of Alhidaayah. And then they bring their children to the camps. They come for the Ramadan programs. And also they pick the habits, the Islamic virtues. Because through these games, someone will pick the virtues of knowing that maybe there is competition in life, there is winning and losing, because in every game there is winning and losing. How do they handle the resilience? How do they handle life after failure? Because we've had some ladies who are maybe so emotional when they lose, but by the time we leave these camps, we shall have talked to them, and they will have known that someone will always lose in life, and this is how we
We go about the same.
We come out of the failure.
Okay, thank you very much. Hajat, normally, organizing an activity, especially recreation, comes with a lot of challenges. You're going to share with us one or two challenges that you have encountered in the past, and secondly, for everyone that wants to organize an outing or that wants to participate in an outing, what kind of challenges have you encountered, and then how best can we solve them? Because the one time there's a program I attended, and you find there was this so talkative a person. They want to dominate everything, right? So do you think such kind of factors that are impeding, especially those that you have interacted with in the past, how should we mitigate them? And so first share with us some 2 or 3 challenges that perhaps you have encountered and how you have mitigated, such that somebody, when they come, they know, oh, when I see such and such a thing, at least I would have heard about it in the recreation bit of it.
Yes, we get some challenges when, like any other activity. First of all, when it comes to the finances, for example, I told you we have that small fee of 55,000 shillings. It's so important that someone pays in advance.
Oh, so some people are last minute, they make last minute payments.
Pay in advance to effect preparation, so that we can know how many people we are preparing for, which size of place we need. But you find someone bringing money at last moment when you've even finished budgeting for the food.
And they expect that the food should be nice.
Yeah,
so they pay nice now, and they expect the food is prepared there and then.
And enough. But remember, by the time you go, you've already paid some advances on some things, like the food.
You have made booking fees.
Yeah, booking the venue. So you've made some payments. At one time, there is a time when we got a very big number of ladies, but most of them came at last minute and paid at last minute. And we got
the food was little.
Yeah, we got some challenges there. It wasn't so big, but at least we realized that we got some little.
So people, if you were to participate in that event on the 24th of November, payment should be as soon as yesterday. Yes. Okay, since you've had it now, as soon as now, such that we have better preparations. Yeah. What is the other challenge as we are winding up the show?
Another challenge we get, being that our activities are Islamic based, you realize that some people get that very high faith, and they're like, with Alhidaayah events, I don't want to miss anything. And you find a lady not even asking for permission from the husband, because she's going for Alhidaayah activities. Yeah, so however much these activities are Islamic based, but please kindly seek for permission from those people.
From all those that have control over you.
If you are still home, ask the parents. If you are a married woman, ask the husband for responsibility, because we all, in Alhidaayah, we aim so much at preserving our Islamic rituals and culture.
Oh, sure. And also working within the dictates of the teachings of Islam. Thank you very much. Dear viewer, we are looking at the importance of recreation in marriage. We are, especially those that haven't yet gone into the marriage institution, we encourage so much that you get as much information as you can, because there are cases where you see that the lady is so outgoing, the man is a closed door person, and then the lady will tell, please, let's go out for, and also experience, and those things are haram. They are not for Muslims.
Yeah,
but we hope that with the kind of understanding that we have got today, the Islam should be comprehensive, and comprehensive in such a way that your mind, your body and soul need to act in a balance. You need to do things that develop your body, things that develop your mind, and things that help your soul to grow higher and rejuvenate. So as we come to the close of the show, I want to remind the viewers still that if you miss on this show, kindly visit the Salam YouTube page, type Alhidaayah, and then you'll be able to get the information that you could have missed out in the beginning. So as we are winding out, if I need details about the event, about especially details about recreation. Who is the person to contact, and what can you share with us the lines, inshallah?
Yeah, the line is, let me kindly check for it.
Okay. So as she's checking out for it, dear viewer, we are telling you that recreation is part and parcel of our religion of Islam, and do activities. We have not gone into details of the kind of games you need to for every day your brain or your mind to not to be taken up by stress, not to be worn out, because reading and engaging in a lot of constructive discussions should be able to enrich your brain. And then your body, mind what you eat, mind once in a while do you go for medical checkup, once in a while do you go for physical exercises, and we hope that through the activities that these ladies organizing, and especially on the 24th of November 2024 at Great Wellness Habib, we hope that the activity is going to be an eye-opener, just a tip on the iceberg to show you that, please, this is how you should live your life, right? You, the weaponer. Can you imagine people from morning, from when they wake up to when they go back to bed, they don't have any physical activity they are doing?
They don't.
Right? Or we are sitting glued on the television set from 8, movies, soaps. Those who even have tabs of late, they just consume too much, and you find that the body is always very inactive. But we hope that through going out, it helps you further to appreciate and understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a more comprehensive way. Now, we were sharing with the contact.
Yeah, the contact, you can kindly call 0701.
Yes, please.
67
Okay.
04 17.
17.
That's the contact number. I can read it again.
Okay.
0701 67 04 17.
17.
Yeah,
So when
that's
you
where
call
you reach out for the
details,
outreach details
and other information. Okay. Thank you very much. Your last message to the viewers, especially as regards to what they should expect as benefits to get from any recreation activity in general sense, aside from the one that we shall have on the 24th of. What general things, what general benefits should this person who is going for a recreation look out for, especially as regards building and sustaining their marriages?
Okay. In terms of resustaining our families and marriages, you find that through these recreations, there is a message we are sending out. We are trying to show you that Islam is a complete religion.
Okay.
Besides the busy schedule of work, the busy schedule of parenting, the devotions and supplications, but we also have this other part of life, which is rejuvenating the body, the mind, and the soul. It is very okay, provided you do it in Islamic boundaries, and also you do it in moderation, because there are some people who surpass, who are like, maybe they go for outings and they go up to even midnight.
Actually, there are two extremes. There are those who are who don't want, and those who
overdo
it. So we should be in the middle.
Yeah, you find people going out to the beaches where everyone is naked. That might not be Islamic. We have boundaries, and that's what we are trying to show you, that even if you do it on your own or as a family, these are the boundaries you've got to follow.
So actually that's why your gender specific approach is very important, that you have pure ladies thing. No, you even ask the venue management that for us we are coming only as ladies, and therefore all male workers of that day should exit the place.
We are also seeing this sense of humor, because imagine seeing a mother who has been in that busy schedule, now you're laughing, you're running, you're jumping, so that sense of humor into a person, so that you can refresh as a mother, as a sister, as a business student out there. And we are also seeing boosting our mental health through the wellness and mindful activities I told you about, and also renewing our energy and focus. Because you're going to go back as a new person, and you're going to start a fresh week, a fresh month, a fresh life ahead of you. when your body is fully energized. And also it is going to protect you against burnouts, because this time you're going to have with fellow sisters, this time where you're going to have that honest sharing about your life, when you expect even help from counselors.
So in others, you're going to bring all different kinds of professionals in the same place.
Yeah, the good thing with Alhidaayah Foundation, it's an organization with a lot of knowledge and professionals.
Okay, Hajat, our time is fast running out. We want to thank very much the viewers for keeping it Salam TV always. Our guest today was talking about the importance of recreation in marriage, especially as regards rejuvenating the mind, body, and soul. And we hope that on the 24th of November 2024, when you participate with them as ladies on that in that event, we hope all the three aspects that they have talked about will be given to you at full service. We cannot exhaust the show more than this. We just want to wish you a pleasant weekend, and pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues protecting and guiding us all. Till next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Eno, yes.